Good morning. This is Monday, June the 1st, 2020, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I just finished picking blueberries. I only got about half as many as I got the other day. And the weather this week, today and tomorrow, is supposed to be in the low 80s and low humidity, so that sounds really good. And my phlox have started blooming. That's the white, pinkish white. These are the blueberries I picked this morning. You can see there's about half as many. The biggest ones are on the bottom because that's what I picked first. We got more cherry tomatoes than we can eat. I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to try and make salsa out of them. Might be able to get a pint or two. My salsa's all done. It's not much, but it's more than I had. I had one very ripe banana left over, so I'm making a small loaf of banana nut bread. My banana nut bread is done. I had 4 little loaves, but Larry and I ate one and I took one to Betty, so that's why there's only 2 left. Turned out pretty good just to be one banana. My friend Bonnie that I walk with gave Betty all this flooring, and we're going to put it on the walls in the carport room one of these days. But for right now we're just going to unload it and put it here in the building where it'll stay nice and dry. That was nice of her to let Betty have it.
Wait a minute, it's close up.
This is my new phlox plant that I just planted. This is Thursday, June the 4th. I got it yesterday at Walmart. We brought our ballots back and voted. Just dropped them off. There's a pretty rainbow. This is Friday the 5th, and we had a thunderstorm a while ago. And then we noticed the sun was out, and I saw this. Goes on down behind the tree. We had a hard rain for a while, and we were happy the roof didn't leak. Larry's got it fixed. And Ronald came by today and put a new attic fan in, so that's working. Comes on automatically. I'm back at Betty's, and Murphy thinks we're just boring. We're still trying to get the leg on the desk. That's what they look like when they're on. And Larry made the new brace, and we're about to get it, but it won't be today. And in exchange for Betty making me chicken and noodles for lunch, we got the curtain rod and the drapes hung here by this window. So, we just go on down. I stopped at Little Caesars on the way back from Betty's, and we're having pizza for supper. This is Sunday, June the 7th. I found the recipes for blueberry cookies and made some. And Larry thinks they're good. It was easy to make, and then I can say the recipe. This is Monday morning the 8th, and we decided to build a roost for the chickens here in the pen. So the first thing we had to do was take all the junk we had hanging on the wall, find a place to put it. Larry's going to take out some big nails he's got there. We got our support put up on the wall, and we cut the plywood to 3 foot so Larry can reach across it. And we had to move, and we moved the whole chicken coop. We scooted it so it's back against the fence over there. That's so we can cut the fence and be able to get the eggs out without walking in here. Just open it up from out there and get the eggs. So we had to scoot that whole thing back, which wasn't easy, but we persevered. Used the shovels for leverage. Otherwise, we couldn't have done it. We had to stop on our project. The rain came. Before the rain, this is how far we got. We got legs down in the ground and a brace across and fastening down the big board. Then we'll put the roost up above this. That's so we can clean off and keep it clean and easy. Just build all this out of scraps. We just cut our roost supports. We're done with the saw. We cut the roost. We're about done with boxing in the inside of it.
That's all right. That's good enough.
He's going to put sand in there, and then he can clean it easier. It won't all. If he puts sand, a layer of sand, the chicken poop won't all stick to the bottom. He can use a cleaner. Use a shovel and shovel it out. So that's to keep the sand in. The chickens were squeezing back through that little crack between the coop and the fence, and we were afraid they'd get hung up. So we put a board on each side to block their entrance. Our chicken roost is all done. We did it, planned it as we went. We put an extra board on there to make it look a little prettier on the front. And there's a roost for the chickens, and he'll be able to clean it out. He's got a shovel already. We're happy with what we got done. It's been a humid day though. Whew. There's one chicken up on the roost, and he's not really on the roost. He's on that board we put up. All the others are down here on the ground. It's 6 o'clock and it's starting to rain again. At least one's up there. We knew it'd probably be Pete. This is June the 9th, and it's my day to be with Betty. She wanted to bring Murphy to the vet, so we drove over here. She didn't want to try and find it and drive at the same time, so he's in there getting his nails clipped and just discussion about his health, probably. Vet visit is over. No, he looks happy. This is Wednesday, June the 10th, and we're on our way to Charleston to go to Lowe's. Need to get a few things. It is 8:58 in the morning and 80 degrees. It was 82 before we drove into the shade. My freezer's icing up around the edges again, so I'm going to defrost it. And I need to see where things are again. Well, I got the ice all off, and it's empty. Now I just have to put it all back in again. Got it all back in. This is hamburgers over here and chicken. And that's pork and meatballs and everything else. Blueberries are in the bottom. Betty and Murphy came to visit. They're getting ready to go home now. We were looking at things on the computer. We've had about 3/4 inches of rain this afternoon. I don't think it's going to show up, but the light out here now is really pretty. It's about 8:15 in the evening. And you can't really tell, but it's really pretty. It's 7:30 and we're out here at the chicken coop. We're going to cut the wire this morning so we can get in to open that door to get the eggs when they have some. Chickens are all out running around. We got it cut out. We fasten it to a board up above. And then we just put it down on the sides. Right there, putting extra feed out, putting new feed in the feeder.
Cleaning it out.
And we stapled it on the sides. And we left it double on the bottom. Just folded it down. So now it'll just open up from outside. We don't have to go in the stinky pan. And then it just drops down. And now you can clean out the nest now easily. It just drops down. And you can clean out the nest, and then they can lay eggs in there someday. That's how it works. Get the eggs from out here and clean it out from out here. I think the wood swelled a little with all the rain we've had. Mission accomplished. Go have breakfast. Larry dumped out the powdery feed so he can put in the bigger pellets. Larry had this shovel that he put holes in. So now he's got a long-handled pooper scooper. And he just shakes it. Sand comes out.
And the poop stays in.
And just dump it in a bucket.
Yeah.
And it works. And he just dumps it in the bucket.
It's been wet here.
And just hangs it back up for the next time. Our banana tree here in the corner by the driveway has bananas on it. There's a big bud, but there's the bananas. There's 4 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back there is 4 more. I think there might be more bananas come out of here when it opens up, maybe. I'm not sure. But right there's 8 bananas. And this is one of the younger plants, I think. The banana tree is right here by the side entrance from the driveway. Out here by my fountain. There's the bananas. And I got the lantana blooming pretty. For breakfast this morning, I got scrambled egg and homemade bread. Made that yesterday with the bread maker. Well, the sky's all lit up pretty again tonight, but it's not really a sunset like you think of a sunset. We have a pretty sunset. Probably doesn't show up, but it looks like the sky is on fire. It's really red. I filmed this about 5 minutes after I filmed the sky earlier. This is Friday the 12th. This is Saturday, June 13th, and I'm back here at Betty's. Look, she has a shower nozzle now. She can take showers and a shower curtain. It's only taken 2 or 3 months, but the plumber came back Thursday and put it up. So, yay. However, the roof is still leaking, so she's got to get that done. She's got a lot of water in her bucket. Betty and I are working on the bifold doors. We're taking the hinges off so she can paint everywhere and make it look nice. And we spent earlier, took down the old bracket that they hang on and put up the new one. Well, the new one will be up as soon as I get one more screw all the way in. It's taken about 2 hours. The video I watched on YouTube took about 3 minutes. But we had problems. My drill head broke off in it. My drill bit broke off in it. Half a day later, the old track is down for the bifold doors and the new one is up. Who knew it would take so long? But it's all up there, and I think the screws are in far enough. And it's ready to go on to the next step as far as we know. But that won't be today. Sunday morning, June the 14th. My second guessing.
In what? About what?
How much onion to put in. Not quite very much. Maybe just a little bit more. Oh.
Yeah, too much onion. Right?
This is our patch of rattlesnake beans here on the trellis. Our zinnias are still blooming pretty. We got more beans around here on the other side. So we've got a lot of beans just off these few plants. We picked our rattlesnake beans this morning. We got this many in the bucket. That's more than we can eat, so we might can a pint or two. There's our chickens up on the roost. Got one up on the high one. Some down here, one on the second one. They're making use of it. Larry found a yellow jacket nest there in the ground yesterday. Sprayed it, put a bag over it. There's still a few flying around. Sprayed it with hornet spray. And then this morning we put some wire around it so the chickens wouldn't get in there where he sprayed. Here's Larry's corn. He's going to pull 2 more for lunch.
Can you hold this? That's all right. That's yours.
Yeah, we only need 2.
Mine's on the other side. These might be small. I might have to pick 2 of them.
Okay. Here's the potato.
That's unusual this time of year.
We got more beans coming up back there again, where he replanted. And we took out the peas. He's been cutting down the corn stalks and saving them for me to decorate it.
And so
In the fall.
can grow too.
Yeah, and it's got peppers there growing, so they'll get bigger.
This was one that fell over. It broke.
Mm-hmm.
And I tied it back up with iron rod and it's making an ear. I've
got to quit leaving Larry alone in the house with the camera. I'm outside working and he's in there filming me. It's always not expecting it. I got the mulch put down, covered up all the bare spots. Didn't cover everything, but I got where it was bare and the plastic and stuff was showing. And we brought the thermometer up here since our little indoor-outdoor thermometer that we got in January, I think, quit working. So we just brought the big one up. The one on the inside is working, but the outside isn't. So that will work. It's about 75. It's been cool and nice all day. We're having a big chef salad for lunch. And corn on the cob picked about an hour ago.
Well, Laura's favorite chicken is Henrietta. And I turn the chickens loose 3-4 times a day, let them get some other stuff out there, bugs and things like that. And next thing I knew, Henrietta picked up a snake. I guess it was about 8 inches long, at least, and had the head of it in her mouth. And I run her back and forth for about 10 minutes trying to find out what kind of a snake it was. And I was behind Henrietta, and all the other chickens, 7 chickens, were behind me, trying to catch her. And anyway, for 10 minutes, and then finally she got by herself in the chicken coop, and next thing I know, she swallowed the whole snake. So I think I'll let the chickens out a little more often. They might clean the snakes up around here. And I'm sure Laura's really proud of Henrietta.
Yes. But we don't really have very many snakes, but
No.
now we got one less.
Yeah, it was underneath all the rotted leaves over there, so I don't think it was poisonous. If it was, we'll find out. But anyway, it was a good chill of them.
I wish I'd had the camera seen you chase each other.
I wish you would have that.
Larry's mowing. Rain stopped and it's dried up a little bit. I canned 4.5 pints of green beans from the beans we picked this morning, the rattlesnake beans. So there's 4 pints in a jelly jar. Plus, we still have this many beans. We're going to have Chinese green beans for supper. After I got done with canning the green beans, I went ahead and canned 4 pints of squash. Oh, I'm talking to Jill. And David's just getting home from work, and Fletcher was waiting for him.
Hi.
And left that in the driveway.
Yes, Ben left that. All right. Say hi to your mom because we're about ready to hang up.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hey,
Hope you had a good day.
posting your video today?
It's Monday the 15th, so it's time to end this vlog. Have to get it edited and posted in the morning. It's been cloudy all day. It's really nice being in the 70s. That doesn't happen very often in South Carolina in June. We've been enjoying it. So, hope you all have a good day. Good night. God bless.